Justin Pollock, his wife Anna, and their 4 children moved down south from Boston for his job and have lived in their Youngsville home since 2013. But it wasn't long before what was once their dream home quickly became a nightmare.
Right away when we bought the home, we started having warranty issues with the house, mostly with windows leaking and moisture and humidity problems in the house.
Same goes for Carissa Harrison and her family.
They've had to come in, they'd have to change the ductwork repeatedly because it was leaking condensation. They replaced plenum after plenum. They came in, they added a dehumidifier. They would come in and they would put this glue, and then all of a sudden this glue or mud, whatever they used, would just start dripping down like sweat and water.
That was Carissa Harrison back in March of 2021. She and her family have since relocated out of state, but they drove back to show us the problem still hasn't been repaired more than a year later.
We've filed warranty claims over and over and over, and continuously they would come in and try to fix the issue, but it's been nothing but Band-Aids.
Both the Pollocks and the Harrisons lived in the same neighborhood in D.R. Horton built homes, along with subcontractor Bell Mechanical. While the companies have come out and made several repairs, the homeowners say the issues seem to be never-ending.
In the fall of 2016, they replaced that pair of windows and took it upon themselves to also replace our foyer window. And on New Year's Eve of 16 going into 17, we had water leaking so bad out of the foyer window that wasn't leaking in the first place, that it was behind the paint, and it was also coming out from the inside of the light switches, to the point where it scared us enough that we had to go turn off the circuit breakers in the house because it became a fire hazard and everything was arcing inside of it.
The Pollock's daughter, Rachel, also developed asthma due to the mold growth. Her doctor connected the asthma to the exposure to aspergillus. An air quality and mold test of the home revealed an exact match between her disease and the mold growing inside the house.
For the first 6 months or so, she had to be on a nebulizer 3 times a day, having breathing problems.
We had to move out and go to a hotel for 2 months.
A few doors down the road at the Harrisons, in October of 2020, Carissa was learning a huge reason they had experienced so many problems with their brand new homes.
The telephone recording between me and Leslie, which is with D.R. Horton.
Are y'all not building this same house anymore, or like this should have been installed from day one? Like, and then it's not.
No, it has nothing to do with us. I'll tell you what it is. It's the code that we have to build to. We build to the federal mandate code, and we're regulated by federal law. We built to that code. That code was not designed for very humid markets, and the man who wrote that law even said that it's not designed for very humid markets. But we still have to adhere to what the rest of the country has been mandated to do.
That phone call is now a key piece of evidence in the latest development. A 36-page class action lawsuit filed on behalf of a Lafayette Parish couple and an unknown number of other homeowners who now find themselves in a similar situation after purchasing a home built in South Louisiana by D.R. Horton. As you know, hundreds of Louisiana families have now joined the class action suit against D.R. Horton after having multiple problems with their brand new homes. Now here's a look at just some of the damage that these homeowners are reporting. You can see the mold growing uncontrollably in this closet, leaking windows dangerously close to electrical sockets, and even a child developing asthma after exposure to the harmful conditions. Now as for court on Monday, this is what we've learned. Lawyers representing D.R. Horton said the contract that these homeowners signed clearly state that all claims against the company must go to arbitration. But lawyers representing some of the Acadiana families who bought these homes say that contract was violated when D.R. Horton did not disclose they were building homes not made for Louisiana's humid environment. Now, the plaintiff's attorneys point out that arbitration, it's a secret, and they want future homeowners to know this outcome. We're told they look forward to their day in court to challenge D.R. Horton's attempt to arbitrate, and the attorneys also told us Judge Don Johnson should have his ruling within a week.